Sata will be transported back to Zambia sometime next week. Michael Sata died in London Tuesday evening at the age of 77, and the cause of death has not been disclosed. But Mr. Sata had been ill for some time and was undergoing medical treatment in the UK. Diana Magnay joins us now from Johannesburg with more. Diana, what more do we know about the cause of death and the conditions around it?
Hi, Atika. Well, his health situation has been kept under quite close wraps for really the last 6 months that he's been ill and has retired to a certain extent from the limelight. He actually went into the Parliament just about a month ago and made a statement, "I am not dead," to counter all these rumours about his health and everything else. But in September, he was due to give a speech at the UN and failed to do that at the UN General Assembly because of his health. So it's been an issue for some time. So to a certain extent, Zambian politics has been on hold whilst they wait to see what will happen and what will happen next. What will happen next is quite interesting, actually, because Guy Scott, who is the vice president, will now become acting president for the next 3 months until an election has to be held. And Guy Scott will be the first white president of South Africa since the end of apartheid in South Africa 20 years ago. He actually then can't constitutionally become president because the Constitution says you have to have both parents born in Zambia if you are to become president. But he's certainly going to be interim president. The Patriotic Front Party, which Sata led, will be scouting around for a new leader. And then within 3 months there will be elections held. And it's difficult to know which way it'll go. At this stage, there's a lot of jockeying for positions politically, and probably what will happen is that parties will have to form alliances. But, you know, let's use this opportunity to look back on Michael Sata and his 2 years in power and a very, very long political heritage. He started his political career in the fight against British colonial rule, and he ended it pretty much on the 50th anniversary of Zambia's liberation from that rule. Atika?
Yeah, I mean, he was known as an abrasive speaker and somebody who certainly didn't hold back on his opinion. So he'll be he has a tough act to follow, basically.
That's true. He had the nickname King Cobra because of his renowned venomous tongue, and he won the election in 2011 on the basis of sort of an attack on Chinese investment in Zambia. So, you know, he was very much known for his rhetoric. In fact, when he came to power, he then tempered his attitude and embraced the Chinese slightly more. But I think certainly for the business community now, things may look up to a certain extent because the last 6 months people have been very cautious about whether to invest in Zambia because of this uncertainty over the president's health. Atika?
Yeah, very interesting to keep an eye on the political landscape there in Zambia. Thank you very much, Diana Magnay.